know many of you have been asking for a video of me explaining my mindset when I created my hit video, Evidence That AI Music is Art, The Devil Revisited. The truth is, The Devil is a song I've been working tirelessly on for nearly 2 days. In fact, it consumed me entirely. My artistic pursuits when I created the lyrics for that song, I imagine matched the energy when the Beatles were creating the Abbey Road album. In fact, I'd say my skills as a songwriter as a beginner are already far beyond what's considered average. Although I'm typically not one to brag, I think it would be disingenuous if I didn't at least acknowledge my lyrical superiority over my peers. As someone new to the music industry, I do have concerns on how it will affect me mentally. I, however, do pledge to keep my artistic integrity intact, no matter what temptations I will inevitably face. And in keeping with my pursuit of artistic integrity, I have decided against having a sponsor for this video. So just know, I am gaining absolutely nothing from the creation of this in-depth analysis other than artistic satisfaction. Now, without further ado, I present to you The Devil. The song begins with the chant, "The devil, the devil." Devil, devil, almost as if summoning his name, letting you know that the beat which you are about to experience is altogether unholy. There is an interesting story behind the next line of the song.
Left one salty, right one sweet. Papa grip him like a mic, let me spit to the beat.
Left one salty, right one sweet. Grip 'em like a mic, let me spit to the beat. When I initially started writing the song, my original intro was considered too inappropriate to be sung by the AI. Maybe I am mistaken, but I don't recall any stories where John Lennon tried to make a song and his guitar refused to play it because it was inappropriate. So I used ChatGPT to help reword my chorus. However, it too didn't work. So I simply asked ChatGPT to generate something that sounded like something that MF Doom would say, and it gave me that. However, I assure you, the rest of the song was generated inside of my own mind. Specifically the chorus.
Pinky winky in the stinky doo hop bop da wop doo da dooby doo doo.
Pinky winky in the stinky doo hop bop da wop doo doo dooby doo doo was a creation that I'm very proud of. I was unable to create a chorus that satisfied me more than this, so it stuck.
Don't waste a drop, suck it off my lollipop.
The next line's meaning is obvious. Don't waste a drop, suck it off my lollipop. This is an obvious reference to male ejaculate, giving the song a more sexual feel and vibe. This was intentional, as I wanted the song to be seductive, as the devil is often associated with sexuality. The next line of the song uses a bit of scat. I really don't know how else to explain other than divine inspiration.
Tee dingle wop 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 wop. My balls drop, I shitted my diaper. Welcome to Brown.
Tee dingle wop wop. My balls drop. I shitted my diaper. Welcome to Browntown. These lyrics at first appearance might not seem to rhyme. However, when I sang them in my head, I knew then and there that it was something special, that even if it didn't rhyme, it still would sound good. And fortunately for me, It did. However, when I wrote the next line, little did I know I had written myself into a corner.
Tinky Winky and the Stinky, do hop bop the wop, doo 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 be doo doo. My flow heavy like a period.
My flow heavy like a period. After expelling this line from my brain, I sat and wondered what I could possibly rhyme with period. After an excruciating 5 minutes of thinking, I consulted ChatGPT to find there were no perfect words that rhymed with period, at least none that it could tell me. So I came up with a clever solution.
Can't rhyme with period.
The next line would be, can't rhyme with period. However, I learned a very valuable lesson. Always have a plan for where you're going. You can see me implement this new lesson into the rest of the song.
Drink milk straight out of my bitch's udder. I eat my white rice with a slab of butter.
Drink milk straight out of my bitch's udder. I eat my white rice with a slab of butter. When my fellow songwriters speak of the muse or divine inspiration, I do believe I understand what they were talking about whenever I wrote this line. I don't believe an artistic deconstruction of the next section is necessary, as it was meant to be and cannot be another way. That brings us to one of the key parts of the song.
The devil sings praise at the church of sin. Take off your pants and come right in.
The devil sings praise at the church of sin. Take off your pants and come right in. This is an invitation to let go of your moral preconceptions and to indulge in hedonistic sin.
To the orgy, doo-doo-doo-doo. The satanic orgy, doo-doo-doo-doo. But it won't get gory, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Just big boobies and a bubble butt. Come bust a nut, let me lick it up.
You were invited to an orgy, a satanic orgy, but not the gory kind, the kind with big boobies and a bubble butt. The next line of the song may exhibit homosexual connotations. However, I can assure you, it was only for artistic purposes. I am not a homosexual. It's at this point that I've realized the song has been very inviting. I needed to remind the audience that they are in fact the ones suckling upon my dominant teat of artistic expression.
I impregnate your bitch, then I rip out the unborn fetus, stir fry that shit, delicious.
My artistic partner, ChatGPT, has informed me that in some parts of Italy and China, they consume fetuses of pigs and cows. I am unsure at the moment how this relates to my artistic endeavors. I do feel like it's an interesting fact that I should share with you. I feel like from here, the rest of the song is self-explanatory, and any attempt to dissect it will simply take away from us artistic value. Thus, I am concluding my analysis. However, the video is not done. I have never been one to explicitly reveal my artistic processes. However, I cannot help but reveal that I am currently working on my next song. I have been thinking very hard. However, my crippling anxiety has made it difficult, as I'm sure any artist can relate, as they sit facing the insurmountable task of getting stoned and typing on a keyboard. However, this is a task I greatly enjoy, and I do look forward to it as soon as I can motivate myself.